Hey, water signs, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. In today's reading, we're going to take a look and see where is it that you're going to be 6 months from now. Okay, so we'll take a look at your love life, your finances, and just any general messages that are coming in. So first and foremost, with the Five of Wands energy, some of you, especially for those of you that are athletes or that are thinking about competing or entering competitions, it doesn't have to be athletic, but Five of Wands, there is a lot of energy with this card. So some of you, I feel like you're going to be competing at a professional level, at like a national or an international level, especially for those of you that play sports or that are even thinking about competing. For others of you, it could be something artistic. Okay, it doesn't have to necessarily be something that's physical, but there's a lot of energy here. There's a lot of energy involved. So you could be pouring, you could find yourself pouring your energy and a lot of yourself into something here, which I feel like we'll see that you have to fight for it. Okay, there's something here that I feel like look, it could be like, for example, it could be an artistic a creative piece that you're working on, because a lot of water signs, you guys are creative, you're artistic, you know that. So for those of you that are artists, okay, whether you're musician, writers, authors, filmmakers, and if you're pouring your heart and your soul and just your energy into something, you might find that you're going to get to a stage where whatever this is going to be very competitive. Okay, and you might be put in a position where it doesn't feel like you're collaborating, though, with the Five of Wands energy. This isn't a very collaborative spirit. If you take a look at the imagery, they're sort of going at each other. So this is you having to compete. Okay, you're competing against other competitors, against other athletes, against, other great performers, artists. So you have to give this your all, and you will be giving it your all. Okay, there's something, you may get a chance to, showcase your work on a public platform, but you're going to have to pitch your idea. You're going to have to sell yourself, okay? And you're going to have to do it well, because there's a string of other competitors here that are fighting for what you want, fighting for the trophy, the prize, the end game, the financial reward, the title, being emerging victorious, the winner. So yeah, that's very interesting. Okay, and I feel like this is for a lot of you, but it's this very competitive energy, and it is something that I feel like is going to take up a lot of your energy. It's going to take up a lot of your time and your resources, but definitely well worth the wait. There is a misfortunate situation with the Five of Pentacles that I feel like is really going to turn around for you in 3 to 6 months time from this reading. Okay, so it may be a misfortunate situation that you're dealing with now. Okay, it could be a financial loss of something. Okay, maybe some of you have encountered a situation, or you've been put in a position where you may have lost your job, you may have lost some of your finances, it may have gone through insurance or something. You may have been like demoted, or like let go, fired from your job here. There's some sort of financial loss, or it doesn't have to relate to financial loss, although the Suit of Pentacles, it speaks to us of material wealth. But there's something here that you may feel like, you lost out, or there's something here that's left you feeling in a very vulnerable position. It's something very misfortunate. It could be like, for example, maybe you think that a relationship has failed and, it hasn't worked out. But some sort of misfortunate situation that you're currently maybe facing right now, or, you're entering, is going to turn around, okay? All of a sudden, things are going to shift for you in a very positive way. There's something to come from this misfortune. There's some sort of blessing that you're not necessarily seeing now. And I get it, because, given the energy of this reading, it's hard to see, all the good that's coming to you from this vantage point, because the Five of Pentacles, there's such a hopelessness to this energy, isn't there? And it almost feels like, this is like the all is lost moment of a movie, right? It almost feels like, things are completely doomed. There's just no turnaround from here. But there is. The way that the Five of Pentacles, the way that they're lined up in the church, that stained window here, this is strongly suggestive of, this hope. So there is hope in a hopeless situation. There is. And again, I get it that you maybe not be able to see it at this vantage point, and that's okay. But be kind to yourself, be merciful to yourself, because things are about to turn around for you in a very big, powerful, and a very transformative way. And to me, it feels like there is, whatever this misfortune is, it feels like there's a blessing in disguise here. There's something that will come from it that otherwise, had you not experienced this loss or this hardship or this turmoil, you would not have gotten to the point that, you know, that you'll be at 6 months from now, 3 months from now, okay? Or you would not have received the blessings of the opportunities or the connections that are going to come, or that are going to, you know, stem from this. So there's a blessing. It's a blessing in disguise, and there's something here that's shifting for you in a very big, powerful, transformative way. And of course, the Wheel of Fortune is generally an indicator of good luck, okay, of good luck, of fortune, you know, of fate and of destiny here. It also marks decisive moments in our life. This is a major arcana that is strongly indicative of change. So the next 3 to 6 months are going to be very different to the position, the circumstances, the situation that you find yourself in, okay? Especially for those of you, because this is, you know, following the Five of Pentacles. This is following the Five of Wands, okay? Especially for those of you that are, you feel like you're being challenged right now. You feel like you're down on your luck. You feel like you're going through something misfortunate, some turmoil, some turbulency. You just have to keep the hope, and you have to keep the hope alive, guys. Okay, and this is for those who can resonate with this message, because this is also a karma card. Okay, you're a good person. You know, you've done good, and I feel like the universe is signaling to you here that it is working in your favor. And you know, sometimes results don't just show up overnight, so you just have to be patient. Okay, it's you know, and it's all about focusing your intention as well. Keep the hope alive whilst focusing your intention and your energies on what you want to direct it towards. So for example, if you want a new career opportunity, focus your intention there. If you want, you know, the ideal partnership, the ideal love, you know, focus your career there. If you want your finances to improve, you have to focus your intention there, okay? Know that the universe has a plan for you with the Wheel of Fortune, and sometimes that the universe's plan is maybe not clear to you right now, especially when you're going through, you know, some turmoil, if you're going through something challenging. I mean, you know, that can be very uncertain, right? And especially if you're going through things that are uncomfortable, you just have to accept, and as difficult as it may be, you just have to accept that that is a process of living, okay? The Wheel of Fortune reminds us that, you know, whatever goes up must come down, and whatever is down goes back up again. So if you're down on your luck, things will change, they will shift, they will get better, okay? And it is a karma card. The thing is, you have to, you know, if you've been a good person, if you put out good energy, good intention, you know, you obviously have good karma that you've banked up, okay? And that, you know, that karma is coming back your way. For others of you, it's just because your energy is moving on up, okay? It's like you're ascending, you're moving on to bigger and better things. And this is a reminder, okay, on your way up. It's a reminder to be nice to people on your way up, okay? Not only because, you know, karma, not only because, you know, you want the good karma to come back, not necessarily, but you just don't know that the same people that you're meeting up in life could be the same people that you might meet on your way back down. Remember, because what goes up must come down. So be kind to everyone you meet, and be good to people on your way up, guys, because a lot of you water energies, you're ascending, you're leveling up, okay? This is like success, it's ascension. Honestly, you are ascending, you're moving on up to bigger and better things, okay? Speaking of movement, there's a lot of travel here that's being indicated. Okay, so 3 to 6 months from now, you might not necessarily be where you are physically, okay? So this means that some of you are going to be doing a lot of traveling, and this is in the plans for you, okay? This is what the universe has planned for you. You might be, you know, you might be traveling overseas. This could be for work purposes. It could be for leisure, you know, for travel purposes. You might be, you know, thinking about studying overseas. You might just be thinking about, you know, taking a little trip, and then all of a sudden it turns out to be a trip around the world, okay? But you are not going to be physically in the same place that you are now, okay? Whether it's like, you know, your living situation, or whether it's like a job or career, you're not going to be in the same place physically. Okay, so you potentially could be changing locations. Like you could be living in a different home address, you could be moving, you could be working with a different company, you could be working in a different like office, different location. You could be living like in a different home, in a different city, in a different state, or a different country. Okay, but there's a lot of travel. Okay, if you are not physically the one that's traveling, then there's something here that I feel like is coming to you, but it feels like it's on an international level, or you will be making a lot of contact and communication with people overseas. Okay, so maybe clients. Okay, maybe you're gonna sign a contract with a huge company overseas. Okay, maybe you're going to get, you know, something published. You're gonna get a work. You're gonna get your work out there, but it's on a global platform, you know, an international level. Or you're gonna sign a contract with headquarters with a company that's based in overseas, or you're talking, you know, you're trying to talk to agents, or you're trying to pitch your work to something overseas. Okay, now the Four of Pentacles is a reminder for us to let go. Okay, so for 3 to 6 months you're letting go of something or someone here, but it's not a bad thing. It is actually a very good thing, because whatever it is you're letting go of is part of this transformation that we see for you, water signs. So there just may be a need for you to let go of a fear, okay, or let go of someone or something that in some ways holding you back. Okay, this card indicates that, you know, we've got the little man here who's holding on to his material wealth. He's holding on to his wealth and possessions so tightly to the point where it seems like he's being possessive. Okay, so you're being asked to let go. If you're attached to something, or if you're fearful of losing something that you already have, you just have to, you know, remove the fear, let go of something. So there's something here that might be suffering you, or it might be like suffocating, that you're being asked to let go. And when you do, I feel like this is part of you shedding layers. This is part of you transforming. Because in order to step into your new self, you have to do what? You have to let go of your old self. You have to let go of, and you know, and there are different components that make up your old self. You know, your old habits, your, you know, old ways of thinking, believing, and whatnot. So it's all about letting go something to the point where it just feels like it's suffocating you. Okay. There is some sort of big move that I feel like you're going to be making, and I feel like this is you stepping into this King of Wands energy. Okay, and King of Wands is very bold, he's very daring, he's very adventurous. So I think that I see there is some sort of big move that you're going to be making. Okay, and it feels huge for you, because, and I don't know whether this move relates to, you know, you finally pitching your work to someone, or you finally competing in a competition or a contest of some sort, or whether it's you moving, you know, changing jobs, changing countries, moving overseas. I mean, these are all very big things, okay? But it could be something on a more quieter level, if that makes sense. Like it could be a big move that you're making, but it's happening on an internal level, right? You're choosing to change who you are, okay? You're choosing to, you know, transform yourself. Whatever this move is that you're making, I feel like you're stepping into a much more confident version of yourself, a much more confident, a much more assured and certain version of yourself. And it feels like once you let go of whatever this is that feels very suffocating and that you feel very possessive of, that's when you gain more confidence. Okay, maybe it's letting go of a fear. Let go of that fear, because fear isn't real, danger is. Okay, what presents to yourself as danger is what's real. What you know, fear is something that's imagined. So those can be two very different things. So it's letting go of something that I feel like is holding you back in some way. And once you sort of strip off that you know, that fear or whatever this is, you'll allow yourself to step into like a higher version of yourself, a much more confident, a much more assertive, and a much more certain version of who you are and what you want, what you want to be, what you want to, you know, to do, where you want to go. And it all starts with you. So there's some sort of very big move that you're making, which might even surprise a lot of people around you, because they will not see this coming. In fact, I don't think you'll even see this coming. I think the you that's listening to this right now, 3 to 6 months from now, you won't even see this coming, sorry, because it's something that might even shock you, to be honest with you. You might even go ahead and just shock and surprise yourself, and that's always a good thing. All right, and I'll leave it at that. Thanks guys for watching and listening. Please show your support to the channel by hitting the subscribe button. It helps the channel to grow. And thanks guys, bye.